Welcome guys, this is episode 10 and we are kicking off the series Differentiate Your Squarespace Designs, and this is part 1. I hope to get parts 2 and 3 and even a part 4 may be done in the next week or so look out for that. So what are we doing here? Squarespace sites can look very similar with this kind of mauve and slightly kind of written kind of effect, and all the series is just to kind of look outside that box and just get things that just stand out and are different from your general Squarespace websites. So the first example there is just flat color. So if you look at that design, look at the strong color they've got there, immediately that just differentiates them, because most 90% of sites are kind of white or a very light background. These guys have inverted that and they've gone for white text on a really bright, energetic kind of green there, and just the color alone there can differentiate your brand. Also look at the strong call to actions. They get more information at the bottom and they get more info in the top right. So I just think that that's a really good bit of design. Look how much that stands out from your general white websites. And again, this is more of a paler color, but it still looks like green there. And they will just differentiate themselves just by using that green and the darker green as well there. You can see for the call to actions and the text they're highlighting in the headline. So again, differentiating themselves just with color. And once again, this is I think this is an older design from a really good design agency, 383. But again, look at the color there. It's some people would say it's just words and just color, but look how many websites do you see that have that? You know, these guys have thought a lot about their colors clearly, and just look at that design. That is distinct design just with the color there. Really good design. So on to something slightly different, is background gradients. So if we look at this example here, you've got in the top left, it's kind of a dark kind of browny color, and it's going to more a lighty orangey kind of color on the right hand side. And just by that background gradient, that differentiates them, because how many other sites do you see with those colors, and not just flat colors but with the gradient? So again, I really like that bit of design. And another one, background gradients, if you look at it's more subtle this time, but you look at the gradient from the top left to the bottom right, and you can see, and how many sites do you see like that? Not very many. I think they've also got a grain through that as well by the looks of it. So it's kind of a grain and a background pattern, but it's background gradient, sorry. And I think it looks fantastic. Just everything else is white, and then you've got the greeny blue gradient. It just looks fantastic. So number 3 is rounded elements. So let's look at this. So how many sites do you see with there's a real opportunity to do something with these rounded corners? How many sites do you see something like that? And with all these designs, I'm kind of showing the kind of normally the front page here, the home page. But what you'd really want to try and do is, if you're going to go down something like this route, is try and get every image on your whole site. Maybe not have such a severity there of a rounded corner, but you could have rounded corners on all your other images, and just differentiate again from your normal Squarespace website. And one more is another look at the rounded elements there. It's just using a border radius and slight shape there, but look how different that is simply by just using rounded corners there. So I think that's a beautiful bit of design there. Works really well, and all is rounded corners. Very easy to do in Squarespace. Just by using the CSS property border radius. So on to the last one here. If we look at the top, you can see a very noticeable slight curve on the top shape. So how many sites do you see like that? 99% of sites that you see have got a very hard edge there, but these guys have differentiated just by using a very subtle curve there. What I would like to have seen them also do in this is use some kind of curve on the image with the girl looking down at the laptop and really follow that theme throughout. But that is another good bit of design and differentiating just by using a slight border radius, a very simple CSS property that you can use in your Squarespace sites. So that covers it, guys. I'm going to put all the links and some screenshots into the mediasurgery.co.uk website. If you look in there and look at the Squarespace videos, you'll see that. And I've also got more parts of this series too. We're far from done here. That's only 3 examples. There are a lot more. I'm going to show you how to differentiate your Squarespace websites by using different parts of design and technology. Okay, so look out for those, and thanks for watching, and talk soon.